Alright, so now we have to run some trucks that will bring the limestone in, and that will make the concrete, and that concrete will be the last piece required for the heavy modular frames. You've been watching an ad. Amazon is selling models. Very popular. Now I reckon I might change something here. Maybe alright, first thing is I want to go and I think I'm going to run the coal for these trucks. And I think I forgot to do that earlier. Because I have coal coming in. From that miner. But I didn't run it down to the newer stations. Which means I may have to change. Because I did that one because... Alright. We'll just make a few changes. You heard Amazon is starting a crypto, something about buying Amazon bucks with money or buying money with Amazon bucks or something. Wow, that'd be interesting. I think it's this one. And hold on. Oh yeah, and you just curve it down. Like so. Alright, that's that fixed. Now then that should allow this to keep coming through. I'm going to have to adjust this one. You sure the people on the inside are going to get the best prices though? Yeah, well, it's an unregulated thing too, so you never know what's going to happen with those, with all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so this last one, that's going to be annoying. So I think I'm going to put and then this here. I could probably do, oh, I should do them all the same, shouldn't I? Is it there? I feel like that was... Oh yeah, it was there. Yep. go to that there. And that should be able to go to there. And do that. I've got an idea for a stream. What about an anti-technology stream? Like they read ads about how technology is bad, AI. There's a bit of that on YouTube. Always a bit of that content on YouTube. Frutoy, hello, welcome. It goes well. We're just getting ready to transport some coal, some limestone, and I'm just organising these truck stations. I had to add some more truck stations in. So there'll be one there. And then there'll be ooh. Is that so? I think I'll do it's got to be 3. Oh. I know. Yep. This has to come back. Yeah. Gaz, I put in to Satisfactory Tools all my alt recipes. It wants over 100 smelters just for iron for 10 fused modular frames and 10 heavy modular frames. Yeah, that's a lot when you start getting into fuse. Meza, welcome. Good to see you. Alright, that one there. And that to there. Get rid of that. Alright, this should work now. Except that's going to butt up against that, isn't it? That one will be there. You You wonder if handcrafting everything is the way to go. Well, that's holy moly. That's a lot of handcrafting. That one... I reckon I'll do this. I do want to do that. I think if I put that like that. Ugh. Okay. Maybe not the right heights. Actually, that's what I want. That'll do it. That's perfect. It saves from needing a huge power plant though. Nah. It's called put yourself to sleep. It's the most boringest thing to do. There's no way I could handcraft everything. I'll tell you right now. There's no way. Alright, so why isn't that connected? Oh, that's too close. Hold on, let's do this. This here. There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. Master Bandit, welcome. Hello, good to see you. How are you today? I am doing very well, thank you. Well, a little bit of a cough, but I'm still getting over that. You should finish your NHC run in Factoria Mesa. There's an achievement for it. Ooh. That does sound tempting. I was thinking about that achievements the other day. I wouldn't mind getting all the... There's a few achievements in Raft I don't think I got. Or at least I wanted to get all of the final animals. Alright, that's all good, ready to go. Like, there's a few rare animals I missed. The good thing is these two are now configured with coal as the fuel source. So I now have, I just need to set it up at the other end and do the routes. You've never got a camel before? Yeah, I can't remember. I got a lot of things. A few games I'm so close on, might need to go back and clean it up. Fritoy, I'd get Factoria if it had an achievement for never launching the game. Nice. The other one I've got is, the other one I was thinking about was 7 Days to Die. The only achievements I haven't got are killing people PvP. Which is not something I do, but... Alright, so this is where the limestone's got to come in. I wouldn't mind trucking this one in at some point. And, I mean, that one is never going to be trucked in, it's just there. But that one comes from a distance away. Is that really an achievement? Yeah, there's an achievement. Yeah, there's because it is it's a multiplayer game where you can do player versus player sort of stuff. So, yeah, it is a. I've got like kill one person, but there's like then kill 5 or 10. And the ones I got were accidentally killing something I didn't mean to. Meza, you volunteer as a tribute, you can kill me. But I want to do it legitimately, you know? But that involves people. Yep. That's the problem. That is the problem. So I don't understand why he just got stuck there for no reason. Yeah. Sometimes. Okay, so for this one here, I wanted to have at least 3 apart, and then these ones. So I thought about coming out here. Okay, yeah, that's wide enough. The truck can get past here and then do its return that way, I suppose. Or if it was to come out here, it could go left, and then there's no nice way to get over to there, is there? You should only be able to kill people who have gotten all the achievements already. It's not a bad idea. We'll have to move that. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this 3 apart. And then there. It's that one. I don't know if I will be. Well, there is a few. Now this one here, I can't exit out the stairs there. So I reckon it's just going to be 3. Mm. I could move the stairs if I wanted to, but that's it. I don't know. The same here. I couldn't do it here with this one. Oh, this one I could, kind of, because there's enough room there to come out this doorway here. Maybe I will do it. Oh no, because it needs to be, it comes into here. So you're going to come here as a truck, and you're going to have to come out. Sponge it, welcome. Good to see you. So that one will be out. Guys, this shiz is too daunting. It just got to break it down into little goals, guys. The later stages they can get a little bit overwhelming. That's going to go there. Yep. I believe in you guys. I believe. Okay, so if I wanted to do another truck station, maybe because it's going to be there. Yeah, I need to get rid of the steps. I could put steps here. Really, I'm wanting to build heavy modular frames and I don't know where the raw materials are. Where's the faith? I believe you, man. You can do... Learn where the raw materials are. You got the calculator interactive map. That's always helpful. Alright, so... if this was here... That's a pretty cool place to stand. Alright. I think he's just planning it out in advance, Jalapeno. Trying his best. Alright, so that one's there. Right, so that does that. And that's going to be there like that. You've got some big decisions to make, Gaz. Now this is a tough bit. I'm going to put the doors, because I've gone with 3, I'm going to put like this. So you're either going to come in this side, on this side, to turn in this way. It does make an issue here. I've made a no half wall issue. I don't really want to move that. Don't take my body away. Alright. That solves that problem. We do have half walls. Rest in peace for like 7 seconds until it lets me get back up again. I don't get this guy, why he reverses. He does it all the time. He comes in. He just does a reverse. Wouldn't worry about jalapeno. Depends what country you're in for that sort of stuff. Imagine if there was blood and gore in this game and then falling off a building. I know, right? I don't know if they'd like you doing that too much, to be honest. That's the wrong. That was supposed to be. Is it these ones? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, and then a layer of concrete. Any fast food place where you buy food is going to be more expensive than making it yourself. You'd like 40% off on trains? That's a deal of the century, isn't it? Why did that one fit? Oh yeah, because it's on top. There he is there, he just... Is it because I've got two... No, that's separate routes. I bet you I broke hard when I came through there. I might re-record his route. Alright. I'll find out which one it is and then we'll pause and redo those. Because I wouldn't mind redoing those routes again, maybe. Hold up. Before I go and get sidetracked, I need to finish this. Because this is important. I'll go over here. Is it better to buy or sell trains? Well, you... I don't think it's... What? It's your choice at the end of the day. That's my answer. I don't know what one this is going to be. These are unloads, so these signs need to go. But I do need to. No, I don't. No, I can re-record that later. Didn't need that one there. Does anyone trust those phone recycled drop boxes? Can't say I've ever used one, to be honest. I was going to use these two, but I think I'll use this one and this one. We'll use this one. I can just move this over. Mezzy, you don't think you've ever seen one? Yeah, right. Probably put it here. Now that I think about it. Have you been thinking of, have you got some hot phones you want to drop off, do you? Some burner phones? Better call Sol about that. He'll be able to help you out. Suppose they recycle the precious metals if the screen is broken though and it can't be factory reset. Then what happens to the data? Well, I don't know. It depends how many people are interested in hunting for data. Sol's number was on your old phone. Oh. Okay, let's put some power up. I'm thinking I want to go to the center. This one, I'm just going to hook into the existing line that's there. There. That's not what I wanted. What's that for? That's not used anymore, so let's get rid of that. Perfect. If a criminal burn off their fingerprints, would their fingerprints still be unique? Oh, I suppose it's like ears. They grow back. Everyone's ears are unique. Alright, I'm going to do... So I've got some limestone 28 and 29. This one's 29. So the best way would be to steal someone's hand? Well, I mean, yeah. It depends what you need the fingerprints for. If you need the hand for dexterity, then a dead hand's not going to be very helpful. Can't say I've ever put much thought into it. Alright, using up all the plastic in the world. Make my floors nice and plasticky. There's one there. There's one there. So that means... I think we do the... Oops. Do all around as well. All right. Oh, let's do a tight corner of this one. These last two are... Well. So then straight. So I've done all those. Do that. And then I think that's all the arrows done. Yeah, these ones here I didn't do. Alright, so 28 and 29. And I'm confident when I come out here, I'll go and squeeze through here. I might get rid of this light tower, I think. Those batteries were working then, I think, because I think I just disconnected them. Maybe. Yeah, look, these ones. There must have been these ones, because these are... Maybe not, I don't know. I mean, there was power disconnected there. Anyway. That's better without that there. This one, not an issue because you're never gonna come in this way to go that way. You're only gonna come out that way and come this way. The power is coming in and going out about the same rate. Yeah, I just because there was a connector there where the power tower was, where that light tower was, so it would have been causing some issues. Although this one may cause some issues actually. Because I'm supposed to be coming in. I suppose I should be. It's the trucks that are going to be coming in through these doors here are going to be going into those ones over there. So really, if I'm bringing 2 limestone from that direction coming straight in here, I should be coming into these ones here. So I'm going to change that around. All hail logistics laws, room enough for me to set up some belts and feed some trucks to the new factory. Nice, guys. Okay, so this will be... Yeah, actually, hold on. And Blueprints had a truck station built, ready to go. Nice. Sounds like you got all sorted, Gaz. Alright. Perfect. So 28. That's good, they can just go straight up. That's perfect. And that's going to be coming around to... down here, feeding into here. I just didn't put any signs down, and I've already dealt with the output. Alright, yep, okay. It's not going to... I've just got one issue, and that's they're not going to line up properly. So I think what I'll do here is I'll do it here like this. Use a bit of a curve. There's no easy way around that. Do I ever do multiplayer worlds? No, unfortunately. It gets a little bit overwhelming. Plus, I lose control of what I'm trying to do. It's just not my... I've done multiplayer before, but it ends up... Something that ends up not being fun. For whatever reason. So this is for Heavy Modular Frames. Alright. And there's, for this one in particular, I've got 450 limestone coming in. To 9 machines. So that's 50 each. And that's outputting concrete. And 150 a minute, which is, my numbers are a bit off there, 16.7, yeah, roughly. Fixit provides their own service for hosting multiplayer, right? And you have to sort out. There's dedicated server software you can download and you can install yourself. You can also, I assume, rent from providers dedicated servers, but Coffee Stain Studios themselves don't have anything to do with dedicated servers. Alright, let's bring in number 28 and then number 29. And that will start that process running, and then we're going to just fix those other routes up for the quartz. This will be interesting. Right, this is number 28. Oh, a bit wobbly there, but anyway. Right. Let's just make sure that one works. Rent the server or download the software, you got it. Now I just need friends to play with, always the hard part. There are, in the official Satisfactory Discord, there's like looking for groups and that sort of stuff. I've got deadlocked vehicles. Where are they? I think they must have just sorted themselves out. The friends you play with should probably be experienced players too, or you won't have any fun. Yeah, it's you're not wrong there. Alright, so this one's coming in here. Oh, he just avoids the doorway nicely. That's interesting. He waited for that one to go. That's really bizarre. Yeah, it worked. They're just so friendly. I'm just going to wait for a sec. I need to wait till he's gone. Little truck and truck action, you bet. Right. Oh, I mean, I don't think that's going to affect my recording, but that's pretty funny. Oh, I'll do that. All right, this is the deadlock that's happening here. So this one here needs to be more to the left. Whatever this one is. Is this my new one I just did? It is. All right. We'll try it again. Each truck needs a unique path from the source to the drop point. Yeah, because I'm doing separate trucks. Absolutely. If you change the colour of the truck, they would be more easily distinguished. So that is true. Right, I got this. It's annoying when they do that. I will go back and delete those. Otherwise, it's been a good path recording. Trigger Happy, hello, welcome. And Cope TV, I will say hello in a sec once I just get through this. Where are we? Still don't know how to make SATA base. I don't know. Do I put smelters on the bottom level, then up to constructors? I'm confused. Well, it depends what you're making, Cope TV. You know, like, and for example, with what I'm doing here, I've got a building here, and this is copper ingots, right? And they're making, smelters making copper ingots. Then they come out, and they feed out to the next building, and then I've got wire being made in this building, and then that goes on to, say, there's a cable building. It's up to you how you want to do your logistics. Right, that should fix that weird. You're at the beginning of the game and I haven't made anything because my starter bases look crappy. It just, hey, it doesn't matter how it looks, because if it works, you can just leave it there. And then you can build another base later when you've come up with some different ideas. And then that'll be fine. Yeah, if it's working, there's no need to delete it and get rid of it. Alright, just want to see what this does with that weird bump I had. It's incredible to see how everything becomes interconnected by the end game. Absolutely. Alright, that's working. Alright. Well, I want to see how this is all going. So this should be... well, look, I'll give you a video to watch. The Pioneer First method. That article and video might be helpful, or it might not. Fritoy, you don't need to start the game with a mega base. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So that's saying 150, and I should be making 150. So this concrete is coming over here. And then it's that's the old one. Here it is here. This is the start of it here. It's only just made its way. Although I did stop the truck for a bit, so maybe I'd run out. We'll see. Because then it leads into over here. No, we haven't received any concrete yet. So we're just waiting for concrete to come along here. While waiting, I'm just going to quick break. Fritoy, I don't delete the starter stuff because it feeds the build gun. Absolutely, Fritoy. That's 100% right. Alright, so we should have some so that's coming in at 150, which should be right, and that's coming in at 15. I'm supposed to be getting 180 pipe and 150 concrete. Okay, it's building up. The pipe's building up. I think if I was to look at it now, 180, yep. It comes through it. Because it's a Mark III belt. So just this concrete needs to propagate properly, and we should be right. And that'll be Heavy Modular Frames automated. So it's still coming through a bit slow. Make sure I've done this properly. Should be 16.67 each. So that's fine. That's correct. That's wrong. That's where my mistake is. That's supposed to be the Mark III. Yep, that's better. That would have just been sinking then. And this is the final output here. It's a pity you can't put them on the curves. Oh, I could put it there. Oh, yeah. And it's supposed to be making 30 per minute. So these are all catching up. So as long as that gets to 10 by the time the cycle finishes, we're good. Excellent, they'll be at 100% in no time. And we've got the heavies now, the Encased Industrial Beams, they're now making their way over to the Heavy Modular Frames, and we will have automated Heavy Modular Frames soon. That's still going to take about 10 minutes. Oh, that's exciting. Satisfactory vet wisdom in the Pioneer first video. Thanks very much, Jalapeno. Made that one a while ago when I was figuring stuff out. So that one, I've re-recorded these. I think I need to re-record. So not that one, but one of these needs to be re-recorded because it's hitting. And I don't think I need this door here. So let's see, is it this one? I don't think so. It stopped in the right amount of time. No, that might be alright. Nah, there is one that's gonna, I think it's this one here, that's gonna hit the door. Oh no, that one's turning. Do you have any qualms about running your factory while AFK? If that's what you want to do and makes you happy, then go for it. For me, it's I don't play Satisfactory when I'm not streaming. If I do, it's a different save file to do some recording of some footage for something. It's this one we're going to re-record. Okay, so this is raw quartz number 18. Let's get the signs as well. See, that stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, if you're running a dedicated server, that's what's going to happen anyway. The factory's going to run non-stop. This is 18. And this is 19. I need to wait until... I need to wait a few minutes. I don't want to catch up to that truck. And while we're doing this, that... what do you say? Heavy Modular Frames is being made. I'll go and check that in a second. Alright, let's... Q... I did the wrong thing again. EQ... delete... delete the path, save, find this one, delete that, alright, let's do this, one go. Number 18. So it should be the third truck station along. That's seam. That's 19. I might have turned a bit too late there. I think I could delete some arrows to fix that. I don't think it's a big deal. We may have to redo this route. We'll see. Right. Alright, that's normal there because it's just trying to work itself out, because it's not going to do that normally. It's just because I started the recording there. Rightio. I'm a bit worried about the turn into this truck station up here, but I think I can fix it with deleting some arrows, some nodes. We'll see. That's this one here. That guy did a 180 because he had to brake. Wow. They all just lose their shit when they've got a brake. It's a good lesson. Don't put your truck stations at the end of a... Yeah. Alright, all I'll do is delete that node. And that should do it. I'm pretty sure. It didn't really matter anyway, it was fine. Look at that truck there. And he's up there, yep. It's literally because when this one does its slow down here, they all stop. And because they're on a hill, they like freak out. They don't have any grip. But it still works. I could have trucks come up here. That would have been interesting. But it's too late for that now. I'm going to do a little bit of, couple of little tidy ups while we're here. There's lots of little things I want to get cleaned up, and I haven't got around to it yet. So while I'm here, I'm going to do this one. That's going to over there. Try these. Oh yeah. That's nice. Oh, got some deadlock vehicles. We need to go and check that out. Oh, I do like that. That's a nice little, these pillars, little concrete pillars. Nice. Oh, they've sorted themselves out, so must have been that serious. And then round concrete, I think that's my new favourite. I've been trying to work out for a while how to get all this done nicely. Like, I do like doing these, I wasn't sure about everything else. I think we've just worked it out. And as for these, I reckon oh, that's a bad place to put a blueprint maker. A truck's going to come through here. Geez, that's really jerky just then. Right around here it's really laggy. And let's put this under here. It's lonely being a pioneer, even with all the aliens around. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is one of the good things when playing multiplayer with a couple of friends, definitely. As to the power pole, we might make a change to those, but I don't mind that. Yeah, they're the same height, just this drops down lower. good. Now that power over to there, we're going to do that differently. Let's do a that's what I want. I reckon that there. Ah, that's not what I wanted. I don't like the double-sided on the beams. You never complete the final haze, just fix it, sand hookers and blow at the end. Well, you have to do it to find out. You have to do it to find out. And there's only one way to find out, and that's to do it. What am I doing? I'll just do this. I'm all over the place. Perfect. That one's doing nothing at the moment anyway, but I can get rid of these power poles now. I do like these round pillars. Maybe not when they're floating. think I'll get rid of this. Maybe not. It doesn't hook into anything. Do that for the minute. Got the streaks along those. They look better. You know what would... Yeah, that looks even better. I think I found my new favourite way to do those. This one I'm going to do individually, maybe. Before I do this, I'll leave that one for the moment. Let's go and check if the how the heavy modular frames are going. And where is this truck collision? Oh, that's over here. I was thinking this might have happened. We might have to redo this one. Yeah. So what I think I've got to do here is the exit does not work here. There's too much of a congestion. I think what I could do is if they came they can only collide if they're in the same spot in space-time, apparently. I reckon here. So I'm going to change it this way. Now that'll work for if they come up that way. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I'm going to have to re-record. Why do I have to re-record? Well, if I change where I'm going, like I'm going to have to drive, like if I'm going to move, if I put a ramp here, I have to re-record the whole routes for those ones. They don't know how to give way to each other properly. That's frustrating. We'll keep an eye on it. It's definitely going to be an issue. We'll see how often it happens. It's getting a bit janky here, the frame rate. Oh, look at this. These are running at 100% now. We've already filled up our dimensional depot. So it's made about 200 already, because there was already some in the depot. And then there's just a few. And And now it's stacking up here, so there'll be a stack here first. That's great, that is. And that is Heavy Modular Frames automated and running at 100%. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Alright. I want to go back. Before I do anything else, I really think I need to start putting some walls on buildings. Kind of. At least I want to finish this one over here I was doing. The downstairs, but I'm conflicted. Why do you always do that? You come out. We need to do this one, yeah, that's right. Where are we? Foundations? That's it. better, and then this power pole is going to go, because I was that goes over there, that goes up to there. Alright, we need to deal with that. That's a separate thing, but that can go to there. So that gets rid of that. And now the only thing here and then that connects tidies that up. I don't know if I like that. There's nothing. Ah. There you go. That is supported. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's done. Doing would be nice there. Alright, that's a bit better. They made some changes to walls, didn't they? Like you can't put... Oh, you can put walls in other walls. Okay. Interesting. I kind of want to just fill in some buildings. I really feel like I should just close off a bunch of buildings and see if that affects the performance at all. And I don't know if using the glass is a bad idea. been so used to flying into a building because they don't have walls. So that'll change a bit now if I do this. No worries, jalapeno. Excuse me. Well, those trucks haven't deadlocked themselves again, but I'm sure they will. That's right, that's bottom layer is metal steel wool. It's definitely a drab building, but you can see that all gets choppy there. I'll be interested to see what happens when I want to do these buildings here at least and see what happens. What are you doing down here? You're going to get run over by a truck. It won't be my fault. The truck literally just went past him. Getting a bit done. Been a while since I've done any mass walling. We will work out how to pretty it up, and I just want to see if performance is going to be impacted by doing this. I'll be back in a sec, folks. Right, yeah, sorry about that. We'll just keep churning along. I wonder why there's all those triangles in the shadows. Who knows? Right, so I'm not very talkative at the moment. So much concentration required for building walls and stuff, isn't there? They're just big solid walls now. Move along a bit more, I think. I think that is a bit better performance-wise. We'll just do a few more buildings. I'm going to have trucks under here as well. Trucks everywhere. Where's our doors? Always open. Get yourself a Coke, nice. Alright. We'll just keep plodding along doing this. It's a bit overdue. It gets really framey right here. I don't know if it's because I'm on a matte tile corners or something. Yeah, right here it's just terrible. I noticed that even before it was built up in this area. It's got to be a map tile thing. I need a wall hole there. Nice. I don't know why the trucks are doing weird shit there for. It's a long drop for one pillar. It's hilarious. That might be a bit excessive. power I'll sort out as well. So put a so that to there. Grab one of these refinery poles. And I reckon no. Probably there. Yeah, that looks alright. And we'll put that to there. Mm-hmm. I reckon that. I'll go one more down with that. Yep. Very nice. Go all the way? No. We'll get about there. And then I'll go a bit higher. Probably to there. And now that should go to there. Perfect. And then we'll tidy all this up as well. Ah, I bumped the button. Oh, wrong button. And that one looks okay. Alright. We get our foundations. Beautiful. That sorts that out. I don't know how, if it makes much difference or not. And then I need to do a different style for the other buildings, because I've just been following the same style for these ones because they're all ones that have vehicles coming into the bottom. So I use the same one each time. But for the other buildings that don't have trucks, I'm not sure. Oh, looks like we went over the door there. Not ideal. Oh, it's good to do a few and then we can move on to the next goal, which is probably computers. Oh, it's zinc. If we just do them as we go every so often, rather than try and do it in one hit, we'll slowly make a dent. We certainly don't want to make this a wall stream. Roria. I think we're going to finish up with this one, and then we'll have a look at what's next. Right, yeah, let's have a look. It's good to have some form around the buildings. They're a bit bland. We'll work out the bland stuff later. Alright, so this spreadsheet's here. In chat, there's a link. We are up to computers. We just did heavy modular frames. Now we're up to doing computers. Circuit board, cable, and plastic. Where will I put the computer building? How many computers are we going to need overall? There'll be 2, 4, 6, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. 18 computers in total. Circuit board, cable, and plastic. The circuit boards are over here, cables over there, and plastics over there. Plastics here, circuit boards are there, cables there. Maybe there. These are all running at 100%. So the circuit boards are there. Plastics in that one. I reckon that could be a computer building. Let's just see what it will do size-wise. This is a bit choppy here. This building would be 14 by 15. And let's just go over here. I want to see what the heavy modular frame, what it was. The width really didn't screw me, but it was excruciating, I reckon. Squeezing it in. It's not twice as wide. Now they're at 88%. Those encased industrial beams aren't coming in. Why aren't they coming in at the right rate? Did I ever put a sign down? I did not. No, Heavy Modular Frames. Let me just put that there so I can refer to it. So we got modular frame coming in. At 30. And that's 10 each. Rightio. And then we've got steel pipe. That's coming in at 120. And then there was Encased Industrial Beam. They were coming in at 30. And then there was screws. That was 720, that's 240 each. I actually did 2 lots of 360.
Hey, Smackin', you just got a follow.
Thank you, Space Guy, for the follow.
Space Guy, thanks very much for that follow. How are you? And then that's making Heavy Modular Frames. Six. All right. Tough place to put these. I want to put them here. So that's about right, 360 each, perfect. Then this is a steel pipe. That's coming in at 120. The Encased Industrial Beams. That's these ones here. And then modular frames are here. And they come in this way. So they're supposed to be encased and modular are supposed to be both 30 each. But that's... it does come in at 30. We might go and check the assemblers and make sure they're working okay. Because it's definitely not getting here at the 30 we need. We've got a output monitor here, we can see if it's coming out at 30. It's coming out about 27, 28. Alright. Yep. So the steel pipe is lacking. Let me double check. So it's 180 steel pipe we're supposed to be getting. So that would be, we're only getting 92, 96, 97. Then it gets 180. Why is it, now that I've come over here and looked at it, that's a truck. This is a supply issue. Yeah, these are coming from above. So this is it here. %. So the ingots aren't coming in correctly enough. They are and they aren't. So we're getting 270 coming in. Ooh. That wasn't very pretty. That should be these ones over here. Looks like there's not enough coal. I'd say we're running out of coal. There's some overflow. You know what I reckon? Yeah. So our coal Where's that coal coming from? Yeah, it just stopped. Yeah, alright. That's it. I need to go and check at the other end that the miner that this is hooked up to is properly sending enough coal to the truck station. I think that's possibly what's going on. Because that's only 270 coal. There should be 300 coal. I may need 2 trucks running that one route. I feel like it's I'm not supplying enough coal issue. Alright, pretty sure this is the one. It's a Mark IV. We're just using I think I know what's going on. It's the overflow at the other end. So, because I'm doing overflow, the because I'm only using 270, but there's a 480 belt coming out. Anything it doesn't use, it's going to the sink. So what I might do is any coal that goes to the sink, I can send it back over to that truck station to its input to fill it up. I've done that before with the or I turn off the overflow. I might do that actually. It's different if you had the miner coming in directly, but because there's a travel distance. So I think probably that's the downfall on my build, is overflow on the incoming raw resources is probably not a good idea. Right, so we're no longer going to do any overflow. The iron doesn't matter as much, it seems. It's keeping up with it. So here comes the coal. So now I've turned off overflow. Oh, that's when my... okay. I'm wondering if I need a second truck. But it might be alright. Although I will be interested to see if this slows down because I've turned off overflow. It's something we're just going to have to keep an eye on for a bit. It's very hard to see. That is it. So that's coal number 12 and that's coal number 10. Coal number 10 is the one I need. It's so hard to tell which truck's doing what. Yeah, so it looks like that truck just turned up, number 10. But we might just see what happens. The only difference now is I'm not overflowing it, so it shouldn't be using it as fast as it was. And that might take a couple of trips for that to balance out. We've got more in the machines now. We will we'll just wait here for a minute and we'll see. I don't know which one of these trucks. Well, I can see when it gets to here when it turns into here. We'll see if it's this one. I think it's this one here. Because that's number 11. No, it would have to be this one then. And he's going to wait for that one because he's in the way while it unloads. Oh yeah, it's enough to get by. That's him. Alright, so he's here now. We've run out of coal. Right. So we may have to have two trucks running coal. Because of the distance. So how would I? So that one would come out. That's something I need to keep an eye on. Let me make a note. So it's Route 10 coal. Because I don't like my luck. I just wish you knew what route. I wonder if, and there's no, yeah. There's just no way to tell. The only way to really tell is to be looking at the map and watching the vehicles. That was him there. Okay. So it's halfway, it's on its way back. It might be getting better. We just need to leave it and see what happens. I do think we need a second one probably. That's not a big deal at the end of the day. It's not like it's a fuel related issue. As for computers, I think that's probably going to be the best place to put the computer factory. I'm just having a look again. So I've got like 2s and 2s and 2s. And then 6. Yeah, it's only 18. It's not a big factory when there's only ever going to be 18 manufacturers. But maybe supercomputers could be on above. We've got 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Supercomputers would make sense, but these are assemblers, these last lot. It's only these first two, they're manufacturers. Not a lot, really, in it. I think maybe I could do that road there. If I did that, so if I made it this big, I might do that. So asphalt. Either that or I make... There's nothing going to be driven along here at the end of the day, because it's the way it's being locked in here. I could break this up into 2 factories instead. So if I did the only annoyance is this is going to be in the factory. Something you could work around. I don't know. Nah. I think this will be the computer factory. And supercomputer. I kind of like this. That opens it up a bit. Let's just do that, I think. and we'll do something will be done with this area. Now, will this line up with anything? Do I make it? I don't really. Oh, that's yuck, isn't it? That ladder may move. No. Okay, so I can't do conveyor belts from there to there because that's going to be further than the normal 7. I would have to put something in the middle. Yeah, I think we can work around that. I wonder if... No, they don't work off that. Interesting. Anyway. This is an odd building. I mean, that'll be okay from that way, I suppose. It doesn't line up with anything on either side of that. It would have to be bringing resources in here. It does line up there and there with that one. That is interesting. I will work around it. I reckon I'll just have to put a pretend... We'll make a makeshift wall thing. Excuse me. Well, in that case, I'll put this one on this corner. Just start off with one floor. You know what? I should just be doing this. I don't know if I want to be doing... yeah, we'll just stick with plain buildings. initially. That one will be coming across. Oh, I suppose this one would be. This one could come across. And. Yeah, how are the turns there? I think it's going to be from this one here. This will be the incoming. I'll put that there. So that means I can put the stairwell, the doorway here. And then because it's this one here, is it? No, if it's that one there, then that this would be a round we put on the end, I reckon. That is where it's coming. I'm just going to leave that there for the moment. That's going to go across to there. Yep. Although that's a pretty heavily populated. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, no, it is a thick. That may not get anything coming across. Maybe the other end, which in that case would mean it would be this one here. That's the wrong way around. So confident about that. Which again, because it's strange, we can put the door stairs there. It's good to have some variety in that build. Have to work out where to put the elevator to. Probably I reckon if I put the doors on these sides, that one goes there. I reckon I'm going to put the power that's the power for the building. I reckon I'll put the elevator shaft around here. Check this out over here. the lower part. Right. Oh, that wasn't a slide. Alright, yeah, it's about this building ready for computers to be made. And I think we might leave it there. We'll go and just check on this Encased Industrial Beams, see if those steel pipes improved for that coal. Wow, it did. That was interesting. So I'm going to go and check that out because I'm flabbergasted. Obviously, just by turning that overflow off made all the difference. Yeah, look, it's... I had to have patience. So how much is actually backed up in the station? Yeah, see, not a lot, but it's been a little bit each time. Oh, I'm glad I didn't rush myself there. So those heavies should now be running at 100%, you'd think. We'll go find out. Oh, they're over there. I went a building back too far. I can see 30 per minute up there. That's perfect. %. That's all it took. I'm glad I had the patience there. Wow, nearly I've half filled up this box, and then we'll be getting points from Heavy Modular Frames. Freaking awesome. I think if we spend a bit of time each episode putting walls on the buildings, I'll be interested to see if the performance helps. Because you can see that's a bit choppy when I turn back. Fudgesicles, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Alright, here we go. It's coupon 6 today. Nice. Just make a note of those. Rightio. You've just caught the end of the episode. We're about to wrap up. We did a few nice little tidying up things. Wow. Heavy modular frames done. Automated, running at 100% now. Absolutely awesome. We finished that off by running the limestone truck route into the concrete factory, and that made that all run. While we all waited for that to settle down, we put some walls up on a few of the buildings. I'm going to keep doing that over time, and then we tidied up some of the miner locations, making the miners look a bit nicer and running some just making it looking nicer. That's the main thing, aesthetics. Then we started on computers. Well, we built the building for the computer factory, where that's going to go. So that was a good start, and then we'll see what happens next. We'll continue that in the next episode, make it all happen. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.